I'm here to represent the gamers of the world. I encourage you to pay attention to how gamers think so you don't become these guys. Game UX is the new normal. 72% of Westerners over age 8 self-report that they play a digital game at least once a month. The HUDs, the menu system, is so important to gamers that it's a commercial feature, gets highly reviewed. Gamers are, not just your 8-year-old sons and daughters. It's also your 58-year-old friends. We are trained on managing multiple streams of information. One of the reasons that AR is so fascinating is because the eye can pull in multiple streams of information faster than other parts of the body. We've learned again and again and again that the interface is the engine. These plasticine buttons on the right side of Sims 3 with drop shadows, when we dropped those in, reviewers all suspected that we'd changed the 3D rendering engine in SimCity. Matter of fact, the NFL, after watching the success of John Madden Football, actually sat with our team to go over every single user interface item we had in John Madden and tried to figure out how to get it into TV broadcast. And, led to all kinds of things like the first down lines and that camera on a wire. But what we find again and again and again, these 72% of citizens run in the other direction if the UI sucks. So looking at some of the state-of-the-art stuff, it sure looks to me like they represent or they reflect things we've learned in video games over the years. This is Will Wright of SimCity and The Sims and Spore. So look at BMW, it looks a lot like what we've been doing in car video games since the middle 90s. Look at Daiquiri, it just is reminiscent of menu things in Minecraft and the way we light up objects in game tutorials. This Infinity AR, which promises that you never forget an anniversary and you never forget if you met an attractive person before, is very much like the plumb bob in The Sims. In The Sims, we actually launched something where what the other character was interested in floated over their head. We called it Sims Hot Date, and it was the best-selling Sims expansion pack in The Sims history. Second Spectrum is also at MIT, is really cool visualizer of intent in basketball. Well, we've been doing this in basketball video games, again, since the early 90s. BMW looks a lot like the kind of stuff that the gamers at Strava have already built. But instead of pulling your phone out of your pocket to see what your personal best time is and running into a car, you can do it in a heads-up display. What HoloLens is talking about Mars, again, is reminiscent of Minecraft or a failed game I worked on called Sim Mars that never came to life. A Meta promising a car design app. Again, we've been doing this in car games since the mid-90s. So turning back, here are some, if you have gamers in your life, here are some of the things that we've already learned about augmented reality. First, with an AR, you live longer. This is a game from 1987. With AR, you get fewer speeding tickets. You can see the cops before they catch up with you. You can see not only the outside world, but also all your car performance. With AR, you can trap the Patriots inside. You can push a Canadien offside, and you can catch Onyx outside. AR is just the way to win for gamers. With AR in shooter games where milliseconds matter, you can get a complete picture. The connected soldier heads-up display is, learning from what we've been doing in games since Battlefield launched this again in the mid-90s. In AR, when you have someone's back, you actually know their name. This is Call of Duty. With AR, you can have your own back too. You know, Prada tried building this in, again, around the turn of the century. With AR, we've learned everything is customizable. This is Spore. There were 100 million Spore creatures uploaded on the web in the first 90 days. With AR, you can improve your social radar. This is, imagine going to a bar that's crowded or empty and remembering your relationship score with others. Believe it or not, this makes sense to every woman I've met who ever played The Sims. With AR, you can have your first kiss sooner, which has to be attractive. This will overcome the Google Glass nerdiness if it works. With AR, you can be more productive. You can love better. In fact, you can learn so much about other people you love. Life can be out of this world. You can plan your perfect family. Believe it or not, boys understood this as well as girls, kind of the genetic algorithm and training of children in The Sims. But, you know, as you all know, once you get started, there's unexpected outcomes. And one more thing. Here's what we've learned about video game platform success rules. The number one rule of a platform is you only need one killer app. What gamers have learned is anytime a platform brags about the quantity of apps, it's a platform created by civilians who don't understand gamers. The next thing is a 30-30 market share. In console video games, the rule was to make money, you needed to have 30% hardware share and 30% first-party software share, or with Nintendo, 20% hardware, 50% market share. It turns out in any one of these businesses, these kind of stable rules emerge, as well as providing stable economic rules for partners and stable TOS. One needs to create a social network effect so that if I have an Xbox and you have an Xbox, my Xbox is more valuable. It's very important to build size to get this, this network effect. And again, just one killer app. Finally, if you disagree or want to ask more, I answer emails, and there it is. Thank you very much.